need to have this thing really organically. I believe in intuitiveness and intuition, and that's how I'm going. I want to go transatlantically from whence a lot of us would have come from the West African side to Nigeria, where there is Tosin Sosanya, and she's a capacity builder. She's all about igniting prosperity. So she's fitting right into this thing about unlocking potential and making herself a catalyst for transformation and change, which is in keeping with what we're seeing. So I want to hear a comment from Tosin at this point.
Hi, thank you. I'm just going to ride on what my sister has just said, and I'm just going to continue from what she says, that we need to start changing the narratives about what it means to succeed. Let's begin to redefine success. What is success? For me, success is getting the job done. And since the color of a brain is the same for everyone, whether you're a male or female, I don't think that any brain has ever been dissected and the color or the anatomy or the biology of a female brain is different from a male brain. So let's talk about getting the job done. So if we can redefine success, not as the color, the size, or the gender of the person, but as the ability and the capacity to get a job done, then who fits the bill? It doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman, so that we don't go into stereotyping roles and say these are roles for men, these are roles for women. Can a woman get the job done? Then give it to her. And don't give it out of pity. Don't say just because you're trying to fit into the affirmative action, the 35% in so many African countries as it is right now, and they say, let's have a woman do it and let her be a figurehead. No, it's not about that. It's not pity. It is that she has the capacity to get a job done. And I'm just going to nail this with a story from the Bible, if you allow me to use that. I like the story because it looks like the story of the underdog. When there was a war, a woman led the war. That was Deborah. But there was also a man by his side who was ready to fight the war. Strategy was in place, government was in place. But all of this did not achieve the goal without a woman called Jael. Jael was a housewife. She wasn't a government official. She didn't have to carry a bow and an arrow. She was just a housewife, nailing tent pegs and serving cold milk when it was necessary. But guess what? She was able to kill the main enemy, and that brought the end of the war. So if you ask me who won the war, Jael did, a housewife did. So my question is, whether you're a housewife, whether you're a CEO or MD, do you have the capacity to get a job done? And for me, that would what it means to be inclusive and to count yourself among those who are successful. Because in your own corner, whether it's on the mountaintop or in the valley, I'm getting the job done. Thank you.
Wonderful. So part of this, what we are celebrating here, I always look at, you see, I went to Nigeria, the griot tradition, the tradition of anecdotal transfer and storytelling value to pass on to our values and our ways of improving. I mean, Tosin just did it exceptionally, referencing a story. And that's part of one of the powers of us as creatives in the way that we want to transform the world. So I'm going to North America